The third type of compulsory khushu' in as-salat, which is a rukn, it's a pillar. If a person doesn't adhere to this third one, then his entire salat is invalid. And that is to adhere to the obligations and the pillars of the prayer. To adhere, to fulfill all the pillars and the obligations of the prayer. So, pillars of the prayer, ar-rukn, should not be left out, whether intentionally or unintentionally. You should not leave them out. And the obligations, whoever left it out purposely, his entire prayer is invalid. And whoever left it out mistakenly or forgetfully, then his prayer is valid, but he must offer sajdatul sahu at the end of the prayer. That's the difference between the pillar, ar-rukn, wal-wajib. Ar-rukn of the prayer. If you left it out like a rukoo', مثلا a rukoo' is a pillar of a salat. If you left that out and you finished the first rak'ah and you came to the second rak'ah, let's say someone's standing and you forgot the rukoo', you just went straight into sujood. Or you did the rukoo' and you forgot an entire sujood, you made only one sajda. You left out a pillar. If you remember by the end of a salat, you must get up and pray a fifth rak'ah, if you're praying salat al-dhuhr, but your fifth would be your fourth because your first is invalid, because you missed a pillar. You cannot miss pillars in a salat. Now, and an obligation is different. If you miss an obligation, purposely, your salat is invalid. Like the first tashahhud. The first tashahhud is an obligation. If you miss it purposely and you just got up for the third rak'ah, your prayer is invalid. But if you forgot it, unintentionally, you forgetfully, you missed it, the first tashahhud, and you've gotten up, and when you got up, you remembered. You're not allowed to sit back down and do the tashahhud, no. Khalas, you continue your salat, and at the end of the prayer, you do 2 sujood sahu. Now, so what we're saying is, if a person neglected some of the obligations, all the pillars, his prayer is invalid. And this is the third type that is considered khushu', obligatory khushu' in as-salat, that you bring and you fulfill all the pillars and all the obligations of as-salat.